Hi, my name is Ahmad and welcome back to episode 5 of my backyard suburban beekeeping journey. Today is Saturday the 21st of August and it's actually World Honeybee Day, which is a day to celebrate beekeeping and the beekeeping industry. It's been an interesting week. We had a couple of days of rain. Today is a nice sunny day. And if you saw my video I uploaded yesterday, I caught a very small swarm. I'm almost certain it came from one of my hives, but I'm not sure which one. I've since boxed them up and they're going. I'm going to be feeding them, and this is what I'll be using to feed them. This is a top feeder, and basically there's a hole at the bottom where the bees can come through, and it rests on top of the inner cover, which also has a hole inside. So what will happen is this gets placed on top over the hole, and you'll fill this with sugar syrup. The bees will climb through the hole, and the sugar syrup will be in here. This cover gets put on so that the bees do not get access to the sugar and end up drowning, so they are just in the center cone, and then the cover is placed on top. And then what I will also be doing is I will be taking a medium super, empty medium super, and just covering this up and then putting the lid on top. So that's how I'll be feeding that colony. The syrup that I will be feeding them is a mixture of 1-to-1 water to sugar by weight. So 1 kilogram of sugar to 1 kilogram of water, and 1 kilogram of water weighs is 1 liter. So it's really easy and simple to mix that syrup. And that will just stimulate them and give them resources. As they are a very small colony, I want to give them all the help that they can. What I will also be doing is taking out one of the frames from one of my other colonies with nurse bees on and capped larvae, capped brood, and then I will transferring that into that colony so that there's additional numbers in there for them. So that's my plan for today. I will be making 2 more videos today. The one will be in a new playlist, which will be my inspections for one of my normal Langstroth hives, and the other will be documenting my inspections of my auto flow hive and just comparing the two and see what's happening. I haven't received any questions this week, but I thought I'll maybe talk about why I got into beekeeping. So I've always been about sustainable living, and in 2018 when Cape Town was hit by the severe drought, I thought let me look at what I can do regarding my water needs. And fortunately where I am, I've got water less than 4 meters underground. And I'll put some pics up here and you can see. So what we did was I had some guys and we dug hand dug well, not hand but with shovels, and we dug up a well, and I've had the water tested. It passed the SANS test for water quality, and I've then plumbed that whole system into my house, and I've been living off underground water for since 2018. So 3 years now I've just been using the underground water from my property. Last year in August, so about exactly a year ago, I also installed a solar system, and that has given me about 95% self-reliance. So I've got a 10 kilowatt solar array, and I've got an 8 kilowatt inverter, and I've got 14 kilowatt hours of lithium battery. So that's been really good. Obviously in winter it's not as efficient. So to me beekeeping is just part of my sustainability drive, and it's an easy thing to do. Not necessarily easy, but it's a simple thing that can be done with a very limited amount of space. I've got my neighbor currently doing his lawn, so hopefully it's not too distracting. And yeah, so that's why I got into beekeeping. I am not by any means a commercial beekeeper, so what I do in my small apiary will not necessarily always apply to commercial beekeepers. That's not the target for this video series. It's just about documenting my journey and teaching others about beekeeping. So coming back to yesterday's situation with the swarm, one of the things as a responsible suburban beekeeper is to manage your colonies in a way that you are not a nuisance to your neighbors. Because not everyone is open to the idea of keeping bees in a residential area. So what you would do is you would manage them in such a way that they do not swarm. That means inspecting them very regularly, 10 to 14 days, checking that they need enough space, just eliminating that need for them to swarm, because once they leave and they swarm, you have no control over where they will end up. You will not be able to 100% eliminate the tendency to swarm, but at least you will reduce that possibility. So it's just good neighborliness to look after your hives and manage them in such a way that they don't become a nuisance to your neighbors. The other thing that you can do is just place them in a way that it's not facing your neighbor's boundary. So the bees will not be near going over your neighbor's wall. Fortunately, I'm situated on a corner plot, and I only have one neighbor. I have no neighbors behind me. I've only got one to my left. But yeah, so I'm really lucky in that sense, and no one has really given me any issues yet. The other thing you can also do is just give free honey. There's nothing better than giving your neighbors some free honey and getting them okay with being on board with you having your bees. Regarding planting for your bees again, maybe rethink the manicured lawn and just let your lawn grow. Maybe instead of cutting them every 2 weeks, maybe cut them once a month, because the amount of flowers that will come up from the clover, from the dandelions and all of those things, that's a huge benefit. I even saw a tweet from the city of Cape Town a couple of weeks ago where they were saying the debate is on, should they be mowing the verges or not. And as you can see in this small clip here up, that this I took of one of the road verges, and you can see all the flowers that's there. So if the city of Cape Town just leaves it for another couple of weeks, they'll die and then they can cut the lawn. It just gives more space for bees to forage and find resources for them. So thank you again, and like I said, I will be making 2 more videos for 2 hive inspections, and I'll be creating 2 playlists for them, and they'll be put in there every week. So enjoy the videos, and don't forget, if you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload any new videos, and leave a comment, so ask a question, leave a comment, any assistance I can give or anything that I need to learn that I'm not doing right, let me know, and all the best to all of you. Thank you again for watching.